Okay, we are 4 minutes into this evening's broadcast. This is Reverend Sharon, and I'm a little bit late, but I'm a little bit earlier than everybody else. It seems as if, let's see if I can, seems as if everyone seems to be having those challenges that take place on Monday evening. Reverend Robert says he'll try to make it, but he's stuck in traffic right now. I haven't heard from anyone else yet. Uh, yes, this is the You Are Healer channel. However, uh, it's not going to be that much longer because eventually it's going to be the Center for Inner Wisdom channel. Well, I'll still have my own channel, but uh, while we're in the process of getting that set up, this will be the format for the Monday evening programs on the Wingmakers and the Lyricus group. And simply, what is it that you know about that? Or what is it that you'd like to know about that? So the links are out to those who are going to be able to join us. I have a feeling that it's going to be just a little bit late, but that's okay. Whatever is supposed to take place will take place. Right at the moment, I am going to take place with just a little bit of chiming. I'm sorry, but there's nothing like that sound to me. Uh, that is more clear. To me, that is a sound of the universe, and I don't hear enough of it, in my opinion. Now, the Lyricus group meetings will take place this coming Thursday evening at the Center for Inner Wisdom, and it will start at 7:30. And it usually doesn't last for more than 2 hours. Um, for those of you who are interested in what the Lyricus group stands for, it is actually a representation of an order that has pledged to inform, or rather remind humanity of its place in this timeline, bringing together, as we like to say, I am, we are, bringing everyone together in harmony and peace, and remembering who we are as not just sentient beings, but sovereign integrals, meaning that we do have choice over our existence. We do have uh, much more ability, much more power than we believe ourselves to have. And so, this information and okay, I see someone has not received the link yet. Gotcha. Alrighty. Let's see. I am going uh, the link picked up. Try it another way. I don't know if anybody's noticed that there seems to be a bit of a challenge with the technology lately. Some people might say, well, that's just what's going on right now. So let's see what's going on. And let's see what's going on with this. Okay. And to Henry. And there we go. Oh, it is. Just a second. Okay. There's still a bit of, oh, if you could call it wooziness. People, let's see. I hope he got it this time. And if not, I'll send it again. It's not a problem. Okay. So, and I will send him a text as well. So we're just going to we're just going to see what's going on. As far as the energies are concerned, that's not a problem because we know that we're here for a much greater reason. And it looks as if Robert is still caught in traffic. Not a problem. There's no such thing as a problem. Okay. Well, this is something that usually calls for the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic. To me, I mean, like to do, it is said to be of the language spoken by the Master Yeshua, known to many as and so I'm going to do that while we wait because this is a very important program, the program of the Lyricus Group. It brings together information that is within our subconscious mainframe. And just a moment. Okay. Just sending out. Ah, Just responding to, but I will do that now. The Lord's Prayer in Aramaic. Abun deba shemaya neskide shamak tete melkutok nebetsavianek aikana deba shemaya afbiara avlan lakma lesun kanan yomana washbuklan albain waktehain aikana dafkanan showokin elhayabin welataklan el nesiuna ilapatsan membisia mitol elaki melkuto wa ala watashibukto am almin. Amen. This is the original Lord's Prayer as it would have been spoken during that time period. Okay. Getting feedback. Okay. And, alrighty. So, oops. Alrighty. Just dropping things. Why not? However, a continuation of what the discussion is about the Laricus group. And if you have an opportunity, please get the, well, it's called The Interviews by Dr. Nareda. I do not have in front of me the fifth interview, which is the one that basically uh, piqued my interest and my memory. And I hear my phone as people are trying to get connected, which is a good thing. And as people are trying to get connected, I believe some people are on their way from work, which is always a good thing. I believe that's where Robert is coming from work right at the moment. Okay. Not a problem. We have 2 or 3 individuals that are on their way from work right now. But if you have an opportunity to get a hold of the Wingmaker material, you will find that there's a good reason why Monday evening or any evening is a perfect time to take advantage. And I'm going to put you on hold right now. I'm going to put everybody on hold right now. Whoa. Studios.
This put me on a different. This is usually okay. Let's see what happens with this. I don't know if it's a word.
Okay, do you see that it says Hangouts?
Well, I got install plugin on here.
Ah, so you're not a member of Google. You don't do Google at all.
I don't know. I do different things, but it still could be confused.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and do the Google plugin. Is if you don't get on this evening, okay, but at least you will be able to get on the next time. Um, I didn't realize that they were requiring plugins for that because everybody gets onto. I thought so because that's where it is right now. It's on YouTube. So
I am on.
you
I
are
am on YouTube, but so I probably am. But actually, this will probably confuse everything. You mean if I were on YouTube? Well, where would I find you on YouTube? I don't know.
okay. Well, if you go to YouTube and where it says to look for uh, if you're looking for a particular video, just put the link there and then click for the search, and you should pop right up.
Anyway, I'm doing the installation anyway,
Okay.
and that's successful.
You should. Bless your heart. Okay. Well, I
So now it says Google Hangouts messaging voice and video calls.
okay. So, but you're not showing. You should be showing on this screen if you're using that link.
So what do I do? I should be on a video call.
Yeah, you'll be able to see my face. Well, at least a photograph of my face. And you're not there yet.
It says plug-in blocked.
So that means that's your computer that's blocking it.
Well, that could be because I am having some problems.
Okay. Yeah, usually when message like that, if you look up in the upper right hand corner, you might see a hand or something that specifies that a block is going on, or it might even give you a message, do you want to allow this? That kind of thing. And so it's up to you if you want to allow it. It gives you an option usually to allow it or allow it just for now or whatever. Um, so if you're using Chrome, it's usually give you the little page or not page, a little screen that gives
Well,
you
I use Chrome. I
ah.
use Safari, but I could use Chrome if I wanted to.
Well, I'm not
Oh,
familiar.
that's
I'm not familiar with Safari, but it sounds like
no, no,
it's
I actually, no, I'm not using Chrome right now. I'm using Firefox and Safari.
okay. I'm not familiar with them, but I've heard good things. I've just not used them. I'm supposed to be using them for my classes, but I haven't gotten into it yet. Well, let's see. Um, is wow, it's blocking you from coming on. Well,
Probably this thing says new conversation. It says new group.
yeah. So see, there's a group already on. That's me, and if blocked, that means that you're blocked from coming on to me. Uh, I don't have any blocks on YouTube, so I pretty much let everybody in on YouTube. I'm trying to think what else. Um,
Always go to YouTube.
try going to YouTube and putting it in the YouTube search engine and see what that'll do
What is
for
it
you.
that what is it that I should write into the YouTube search?
Oh, just cut and paste the link that I sent you and put that into the YouTube search, and that may bring up you. But if that one gets blocked too, I don't know what else to tell you.
I guess that. Oh, that's just your site, Universal Institute of Energy Healing.
Yay! You're getting closer. Okay.
Yeah, but that's. Well, I don't think that's gonna get me to the YouTube.
Well, that's getting you closer to the broadcast that's going on right now, because you should be able to find what's in progress for my channel right now. And
Well, would it be in blog? Would it be in something else? Would it be in more?
oh, coming up, no, because I'm already on. Try blog and see if that'll help.
Well, let's think that just leaves this photo bucket and
Such interesting energies out this evening. This is I'm just observing the energies that are out at the moment. It's been like this for the last couple of days for me anyway. Uh, as an empath, I have a tendency to pick up very fast, and I've learned to put them down very fast. However, since I've got you on the phone, I can ask you I can ask you to ask the question. Okay, enter chat message. So I think you're getting close. Uh, but you wanted to discuss the fifth interview of Nareda. I know, right? Or was that someone else?
well, that was me. Yeah, but sometimes my mind goes to different things. So yeah, but yeah, actually, it has been coming up a lot because people keep talking about nature of the Anunnaki, and you know, it can get very confusing.
Mm.
Who were we at the time when they came to us? See, because people sometimes think that they created us. You know.
Oh, I agree with that. But have you had an opportunity to read the? Let's see. I've got one of the books that's out in my hand. Let me ask you about this title. Ah, the When, Which, How practice. There you go. Why? Why can I not remember that? Yes, that's a very important.
I'm familiar with it. I'm not one of the people who came in at the beginning in 1998. I mean, I didn't come in until later.
Okay.
I think I joined up around 2010 or 12. Yeah, but since then I've read everything pretty much except that book.
Oh, okay. And that's the book they follow on Thursday evenings when we get together. We've got a group coming up this Thursday evening, as a matter of fact. Is that something that you would be able to participate in, or you want to see if you can we can work out you coming on Monday evenings? You know, this is just barely a week after the hurricane that's gone, so I understand the energies that are trying to gain admission right at the moment. I understand these energies.
Interesting is it actually was hurricane. It never broke 75 miles per hour except for gusts, but look at all the damage it did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know how bad it is on the west coast of Florida. I know the Keys were devastated.
Oh boy.
The Central Keys.
Yeah. Yes, I know. And again, these energies that are out right now, they're still very active. A lot of things are still not working. So this
It feels that way. Things still scramble.
yeah, things are still scrambled a bit. Because you should have no problem with getting on. And the fact that so many people are late this evening, it's not well, there's no such thing as coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. But
There's different reasons why I'm having trouble.
the yeah.
But there's also possible reasons why I have trouble with YouTube. I mean, even though I can certainly get on YouTube, and I have a YouTube page, it's just that I think I have too many emails. I even have an inactive email that I've never used because of trying to get in, and because of problems I've had with passwords, and it has left me sort of hanging in empty directions where I'm not really active, and maybe one of them became the main one, and I don't use that at all. I can't even get to it. So it's kind of crazy. It's almost as if I should start all over again.
Oh wow.
I'm pretty sure I have more than one YouTube channel.
Okay.
And I never know which one I'm on.
Oh my goodness. Well, what we're going to do this evening is we'll try to stay on as long as possible. I'm hoping that Robert will be able to make it, even though, yes, I've got one person on that's listening. Hi, Nelia. A When, Which, How practice book, and we've got to get you a practice book so that we will be able to go into more discussion about the when, which, how process. I'm here, sweetie.
I got a call that somebody wants to pick them up.
Okay.
So I think I better call that number.
Okay.
But I don't have to do it right this second. Somebody wants a ride.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, it's up to you. This format or forum is basically for people who are interested in finding out more about the Wingmakers and about the Lyricus group. Were you aware of the fact that the Lyricus group was started by actually extraterrestrials? It's an order of extraterrestrials who have decided to become teachers, to assist us, not to teach us, but to assist humanity in remembering their origins and returning to their sovereign integral self. And so there are, if I remember what John Mayhew's last interview that I read was about, I've gone to Camelot. Yes, I'm in Camelot now, right? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm familiar with the Camelot website. I'm familiar with the conversations.
Okay. No, that was an inside joke for me. That's yeah. But his comment was that there's approximately 24, I may be in error, actual Lyricus teachers on the planet right now, and that they are teaching other people to be or teaching people to be teachers. My understanding is that they are mm, humanoids, meaning uh, extraterrestrial as well as uh, Homo sapien. So, uh, in other words, there is a definite intelligence that is trying to assist us in remembering who we are and getting our act together as this planet, mortals or immortals. I prefer immortal. It's got a nice ring to it anyway. But this is something that I don't think a lot of people are aware of. I know that there are other Lyricus groups around the world, but been able to find any of them. You, I found last year, and I remember meeting you over at the Center for Inner Wisdom for New Year's when there was the New Year's party. And you probably don't remember me. I was the lady dressed all in black. No? Still don't remember?
That's unusual color.
I think I was the only one that was dressed all in black. Some people have, yeah, some people have a superstition about what color to wear on New Year's, but since I don't consider January the 1st to be New Year's Day or December 31st to be New Year's Eve, it doesn't matter to me. That's why I wear whatever I want to wear. I look at the solar calendar with a great deal of amusement. So, and that all that is that all it means is that whatever you cling to, whatever you desire to believe in, that becomes your reality. I have to remind myself sometimes about the solar calendar because I don't consider it to be my reality. But that's another topic altogether. Back to the Laricus group people. And okay, back to the Laricus group people. I just want to let Robert know that we're still here. Okay. Yeah, I'm just texting him that we're still here. Okay. Alrighty. Um, the when, which, how practice. Have you ever practiced it, or you're
Oh,
not?
you mean the breathing?
The breathing, and so do a mantra. We do the the universal mantra, which has been said by many to be the sound of the universe. The Dalai Lama, one of my teachers, Baba Muktananda Paramahansa, I could name a few more, claim to have access to the intel that the sound of the is the sound that vibrates from the center of the universe. And so we start usually Thursday evening out with that. The gentleman who does that for us, he's not on yet this evening. I think he has a class on Monday evenings now. But anyway, okay.
I wonder if my email account would work better.
Huh?
I do have a Gmail account, and that's on Facebook. That also is attached to another Facebook account.
Okay.
That one has a green heart. I'm a green heart on that one.
You're a green heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the heart is green, right?
Well, if you're talking about the colors of the chakra, actually, the heart chakra is pink, not green. What's green is the thalamus chakra. That's a little bit of information that was supposedly intentionally introduced back during the Egyptian period of history. Egyptian, also known as Kemet, but there is a certain amount of misinformation that has been filtered through.
I like it.
It, no, but the green is not the heart. It's pink. Uh, what I started doing quite some ago, I give lessons in Reiki. I do Reiki. Let's put it that way. And so I've been teaching that for next year. Will make 10 years. Um, I would never see the colors of the chakras. I always saw art was, and I was a little confused about that for a while. And then I started doing research and discovered that pink is supposed to be the color that it's referred to. But I just direct everything towards the light. I don't choose colors anymore. There's over 7. There's over 10. The last um, the last group I read about claimed 11, but actually, if you are into acupuncture, all of the meridians that you see on an acupuncture diagram, they're actually chakras or portals, and we have over 250 of those. So it's been a bit of misinformation, but you know everything comes out in the wash, as my mom always used to say. And so eventually we will have access to all of the information that we require. We just have to hang in there and do the research and follow up, and at least get at least 3 different references. When you get 3 different references of something that shows the same end result, then more or less you've got a consensus, a general consensus, and it's more than likely to be actual than not, or factual than not. But there are exercises in the Windwich Howl on not just the breathing, but the breathing is very important. All of the indigenous cultures that I've come across, especially since the 2012 phenomena, has they've been very supportive of breathing from the heart. Go into yoga or Buddhism or the shaman from indigenous cultures that say that if anything, they teach their people to breathe from the heart, because there will be some phenomena going on that startle people if it's their first time becoming aware of it. But the thing is not to become frightened. Fear is the enemy, as Dr. Ayala always says. Dr. Ayala, hi, Doc. I know you're going to get to see this later on where you are. So, hello. Um, Bottom line, if we let fear come in and take control, uh, we create that reality, and that reality is what takes us out. I know people have a real challenge with that statement, because it's difficult to look at something tragic and believe that you actually drew that to yourself. But if you understand yourself, if you understand any part of your own power, right now with the portals that are open, the last thing in the world you want to do is even think a negative thought, because you will see things just manifest in front of your eyes, and then wonder, well, where did that come from? That came from powerful creations in the universe known as a human. And the sad thing about it is that we don't remember how powerful we are. So we help to create our own misfortune because of that. And we just, it's bad enough we've got that would love to see us not complete our cycle as sentient sovereign beings that sabotage ourselves. So it's important now, especially not just correct your speech, but to correct your thoughts as well, to be as positive in what you project about anything that you're doing. Otherwise, I'm sorry?
I got you.
You got me.
Oh, I got the YouTube.
Oh, okay. Oh, oh, I see you as a viewer. Hello there. Oh,
I actually
there's three of you now. Okay.
agree with me.
Well, there's three people. There were three people, and then somebody hung up. Okay, and trying to get a hold of me to him again. Uh, sit. So I see you, and we'll get Robert in here in just a moment. And
Physically see me.
no, I don't physically. For you to do that, I guess you'd have to be able to come in on Google. But I tell you what, before broadcast, I'm going to sit with you and my friend who is also, she's hanging out there. I think I said hello to Nelia. I'm going to get the both of you and walk you through being able to come on so that you can be seen. Or you can always put up a screensaver or a photo. Uh, I mean, some people don't want to be seen. I'm one of those. That's why there's a photograph. But I did make a promise that sometime in between now and, well, in between Christmas, I guess, and my birthday, I will be live, more or less. Uh, I don't know why that's so important to people, but I'll try it out for a minute, see how I feel about it. Uh, I'm okay with seeing photographs, or there's a little icon that comes up. It's all blue. Are you still there, Henry? Okay, dear. All right, I've just sent out again to Robert the link, and I'm wondering now. Uh, well, Neil, you got the link, I guess. You you're finally in the viewer position. Okay. So I don't know what's wrong with the links. I know my phone has been really uh do, dancing the light, tripping the light fantastic for ever since the hurricane. It has not been the same. It cuts off. This is the longest I've been on the phone in a while. Let's see. Yeah, I've been on with a couple of friends, and after a certain period of time, the calls just start dropping. So I don't know if it's the tower or what it could possibly be.
There's a group called Faces.
I'm sorry?
Are you familiar with a group called Faces?
Faces.
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Miles Johnson. Faces live in Dublin.
In Dublin, Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I've always wanted to go to Ireland. Uh,
I old late night talk show from Dublin, which was very interesting. It was a lot of fun to watch. You know, the Dublin Irish and some of the other Irish can speak some pretty interesting English.
I like accents. I like the Irish and the Scottish accent as well. Um, grew up with accents. I favor them greatly. Any kind of accent. Uh, um, Uh, I guess Americans do have certain accents, Midwest, Southern, that kind of thing.
When well, the Irish vary a great deal from town to town. Some of
Yeah.
them are pretty interesting.
Yes, they are.
They drop off. When they're doing comedy, they drop off at the last word, and if you're not good, you can't catch it.
Ah. Okay.
Just when you want to hear it the most, it'll drop. Their voices drop off at the end. Like, curious.
Interesting.
But I learned to pick up on it after watching an hour of it.
Okay. Is this something that comes on the internet, or do you have to have a television set?
On YouTube, it was late night. Oh, I don't know. It was a late night show. A lot of fun. It's just old history.
Interesting.
This is from a long time ago. A lot of those people became famous later, one way or another.
Okay.
Mostly people famous in England.
Huh.
But what does that have to do with this?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes people tell me that I have an accent. I thought maybe you picked up on that. I don't really. Okay, good. It means I've got it under control.
I don't hear anything that would.
Oh, good. Very good. Yeah, no, I've got a patois that pops out at me every once in a while. That's all right. It's all good. Yes. So anyway, back to the Windmaker phenomena, and you're familiar with how that took place as far as the ACIO to trying.
I read Quantum some. I've read the 4 other books.
Okay.
Quantum touched me the most, I think. Well, the last book is pretty touching too, with the body and all.
Okay, I don't have the last book. I have the one. That's the third book that's out now, which I think it's going to be available at the center soon.
Well, there in that book is a series of 3, and the second one has been done, and the third one hasn't been written yet, I think, or something, or hasn't been released.
No, I think the third one is ready. That I have the second one, and I think the third one is ready. At least I believe we're supposed to be getting it for our group shortly. So
Really?
yeah, I believe so. I'll have to double check with Robert. So, as I always said, my mouth is not a prayer book, but from what I can remember, I believe it shortly. So I will double check that with Robert, and if we are, I'll make sure that you guys connect so that you have access to it.
That was like the one that starts with the weather composer.
I believe so. See, I don't have the second book in front of me right now. I have the first one, the one which Hal. The second one is. We won't talk about my bedroom and books, but that's where the second one is. And unfortunately, my memory right now on the title is not. I wouldn't put any money on it. So this is why I don't want to give you the idea that I know what the title is. I don't recall it right at the moment. But I know that it's the second book in the series, and that we've got a promise of getting the third one shortly. That much I can remember.
There's 2 books: the weather composer, Rise of the Body, and the weather composer, The Battlefield is Born.
Okay.
And there's a third book coming.
Okay.
So we're talking about the same thing.
I think we are. Yeah. I think we are. We're gonna get you hooked up with the reading material because uh online I don't know which takes longer for you to get it, but it helps if you can if you're going to be able to do it with or in addition to a class or just I mean it's up to you because you can read it on your own or asking questions is a good thing. um, Dr. Ayala, oh my gosh, he is very very well versed on information. I believe he's been in contact with Mayhew, John Mayhew, which I didn't know. He seems to be very similar to Dr. Noreda as far as character is concerned to me. I'm not going to say, like some people say, that this is Noreda. Uh, and no, I don't. I can't say that for sure. I don't know if it is. But I know that Dr. Noreda is not giving out any more interviews at the moment. Uh, as far as I know, he's really not to be found right at the moment. But
Sorry.
yeah, that's
Well,
okay.
well you know, like in Quantasome, there's a location way up on the Seaway in northern New York where the book kind of ends, and it's where if you read Quantasome all the way through, have you read Quantasome all the way through?
Not all the way through.
No.
Not all the way through. No.
Well, I just think that some of those locations have something to do with the real location of where it is.
Oh,
But if not, it's certainly very interesting place. That's for sure, way up there in northern New York.
interesting. Have you? Well, I'm sure you've heard about Lake Titicaca, right?
Oh, sure.
There is a gentleman, and he's supposed to be back next month, by the name of Dr. Antonio. Uh, oh, this man is fabulous. He is a scientist that has been doing work with the underground tunnels, and I have 5 of his books. He writes the books. He's been working underground city that's there as well, and he has contact with the extraterrestrials that are there. And his journey started there approximately the same time that Nareda uh, ran into and was doing his work in Arizona with the Wingmakers. And so this is, again, not a coincidence. Both gentlemen, Dr. Ayala as well, have been informed, so to speak, that 2020 is when we're really going to get on or more information on a lot of things that have been going on. Okay, and
Well, like I said, based on my playing around with numbers, the second phase of the December 2012, the spring of 2022.
okay, 2022.
It's kind of like 2012 is conception, and in 2022, in the spring, sort of like the baby is born.
Ah, interesting.
A physical baby.
Yeah, I know. I understand. I understand completely.
And those years, the years preceding and the years after, become, I don't know, pretty important, you know?
ask you this. Are you familiar with light language? You're laughing. You must be familiar. Do you speak light? Do you speak light language?
I do it.
Aha. Aha. When I changed the format of the Monday evening programs, that was one of the intentions that came to me, was to bring someone on the air who spoke light language. I won't tell you what or how I feel about that, except that it's something that apparently I'm supposed to out or have information on or whatever, whatever. Uh, yeah, people, I'm much weirder than you think I am. Uh, can you do some light language now, or would that be an imposition on you? I mean, if it is, just say so and I won't ask you again.
Well, are you saying that light language has words?
No, I heard light language. I went out of the country a few months ago, and when I came back, the story of how it happened, I heard light language. There are no words. I know that. Oh, I just got chills. Okay. Um, words to light language. But for some reason, I have a to have light language uh, pronounced. What is the word to use for that on the air? It is a necessity for some reason to get light language on the frequency. You know, of course, about the range of frequencies and vibrations and how it connects to the creation of the matrix that we're in, of the construct that we're in. Yeah. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it, sweetie. I've got somebody.
I don't feel uncomfortable because I don't know enough to feel
Okay.
uncomfortable.
Okay, we'll let it go. I know that it's coming up though. Uh, I was just curious, and I don't even know why I asked you if you were familiar with it. I have not, except for, oh, there goes the chills again. Except for the uh, occasion or event that I had to experience it, that after I came home, I haven't really heard it in the physical. I've heard it in dreams. Um, and so I'm trying to follow. Not It's not just that I'm curious. Always been too curious for my own good, but also uh, I'm aware that there are a lot of people who don't have any idea what it is, and also the frequency of it has a healing quality as well. And I think that's why I'm being
It just explodes with healing power.
Yes, yes, yes. And so I think that's probably why they want me to have the sounds on the air. Uh, Find someone who is familiar with it. They kind of like get super cautious. And I understand that.
I don't understand. Well, be cautious about it. There's nothing evil that can touch it.
Oh, I know. No, that's not the point. One of the reasons for the Monday evening broadcast, to help unite. I deal with a lot of psychics and mediums and intuitives, etc., 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 and star seeds. Unfortunately, getting everybody to get together or to be comfortable around star seeds appears to be a challenge. I don't, when when I'm talking to my friends that are, or associates that are psychics or mediums or whatever, they are fine until I try to introduce star seeds or star seed information into the conversation, and then they start. You understand you know what I'm talking about, right?
good reason for that.
There is?
Because which is the real Starfleet? I mean, the best known site is questionable. The other people, of which I know one or two, and I can only wonder. I won't mention any names.
No, not asking you to blow the whistle on anybody. No, well, for the groups that I travel in, the Starseed people that I usually come in contact with are absolutely harmless. They're all benevolent, etc., etc. My challenges with the psychics don't bother to get to know or to even use their abilities to determine whether or not these people are harmless. They just assume that they don't want to be associated with uh, extraterrestrial information or intel at all, because there is sort of not reputation. It's just sort of oh, you don't want to go there type of mentality. Uh, I know that people have different opinions, different attitudes about this one is this and that one is that and this one's from there, etc., etc. All of it is unnecessary because, in my opinion, we're all star seeds. In my opinion, we don't remember our origins, but then there are those who have contacts where the information is right in their face, and so they need to be able to have a comfort group, because sometimes they're scared with finding out themselves. We're all, I think, a little sensitive about finding out who we really are. There are people who really don't want to know that they have responsibility and that they can do. They don't have to go to God. They can turn things around. Period. Uh, it's like that frightens people sometimes. That's why they need the Messiah savior complex. That it's not that we are in need of messiahs or saviors. We've been programmed to believe that we have to have it, and we fall back on the program. Who am I to try and change the program? For myself, though, I rather take responsibility for my own well-being, and if God is there, which God is always there, but it's how you perceive it. Your own reality is, in my opinion. Anyway, it, it
If we understood physics properly.
Oh my gosh, he made it!
I don't believe it.
Roberto!
I am so sorry.
For?
I'm so sorry. I just walked into my house.
As Mayhew says,
Okay.
as his, it's like.
I've got Henry on the phone, and he's a viewer also. Henry, Robert is on. Since you can't get into the studio, I tell you what, why don't you put your question that you had about the fifth interview on the chat screen, and I'll read it to Robert. I don't know. Which question did you have about the fifth interview?
I don't know. I didn't really keep it in my head.
Okay. Well, we've got Reverend Robert Ray with us for at least a few more minutes. I'm not going to make you stay on until midnight, Robert. I was just about to sign off, actually.
It was quite the night for me. I am so sorry.
No, sweetie. Henry and I were just discussing that a lot of energies are still running around from the hurricane.
Yes.
A lot of things are still going on. As you see, I sent out the I sent out the links to everybody, and only a few people were able to access. I've got Nelia is on one of the viewers. Henry, uh, bless his heart, he worked with it until he got through. And I sent out to Reverend Sharon, who's joined the evening, and so on and so forth. There was at least 11 people that should have showed up. And I know everybody's got something that they're doing or working on. This energy is still popping like popcorn. So,
Yeah, we're not done apparently.
no, I know. I know.
Maria's going to hit Puerto Rico as a Category 5.
Listen, I'll switch back to the video.
Okay. So we have another one out. Maria.
Maria.
Oh, I always like that name too. Okay,
Yeah.
we won't call the name anymore
Nope.
because we don't want to
To
draw.
empower it.
No, we don't want to empower. I was just having the most marvelous conversation with Henry. He is familiar with oh my goodness, what did I call it? Light speech. I think I called it light speech. Oh, Henry, write it into the chat, please. I forgot what I call it. Light talk. It's the language of star seeds, and okay, it's the language of star seeds. Star seeds. It is. How can I phrase this, or how can I say this? But basically, recognize their lineage as star children or star seeds are able to communicate with light language. There we go. I've run into a few people in the last few months. Sherry is one of those people whose, I believe, her daughter, one of her daughters is able to speak light language, but she also uh, knows of people that are more familiar with it. I heard it. I think the incident that I remarked to you about when I came back from France in May, and I heard it, and it sounds a lot like dolphin language.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so it's I think it's something. It's a very healing language, and it's something that needs to be out there in the frequencies that's going to be coming up.
Okay. I can't say that I've heard it.
Okay, all right. Henry had a question to ask about the fifth interview, but he doesn't remember the question right now. I can ask a question about the fifth interview, though, because I remember when I read it, that was the day that I called you in near hysteria. I don't know if you remember. Do you get a lot of calls of near hysteria from me, Robert?
No, I don't. Just a couple.
Oh God, I had to. I'm laughing at myself this evening, so I had to put in a chuckle. But this was in reading it at that point in time, it brought about a series of memories, triggered a series of memories of my days in Atlantis that I was familiar with. Swapped them right up again. And I was wondering, my question would be is you personally, when you read the fifth interview, did you have that type of experience, or did you know of anyone else that went into like a flashback after reading it?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I did not. I'd have to go back and I'd have to review some of that interview and pause with it. You know, I was contemplating bringing my study materials with me on my trip to Europe, but weight restrictions are not going to allow it.
Even in a carry-on?
Oh, carry on, I'm limited to 15 pounds.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm going to be away 2 weeks. 50 pounds for my checked baggage, 15 pounds for my carry-on.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
I predict
That's limiting.
yes, it is. And I predict that, well, considering that you can't really get a suitcase that's less than 9 pounds, that leaves you 6 pounds of contents. That's a little hard.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And I personally am one who is in favor of trying to pack everything in carry-on.
I know what you mean. It's not always plausible, but if you can get it done, my
Well,
gosh.
there's some pretty advanced ways of packing to facilitate that, but I don't want to waste time here talking about that.
No, I want more information on the fifth interview. If you recall anything else on the fifth interview.
You know, I came from a world of upside down nonsense. And underneath the center, there's a pipe that broke. And we
Oh,
were without restrooms with a class. I was there. The church had to get somebody to come and make make a big trench and start digging out that broken pipe, and they got it out. But my car was locked in because of the plumber, and we couldn't stop him. We couldn't
oh,
stop him because we wanted to get that pipe done, and I had to wait for him to have an ability to move his truck.
wow.
And they had to keep digging because sludge was coming out. There was stuff backed up in the line. It was a mess tonight. It was just a mess. I apologize anyway. I'm sorry.
No, sweetie.
My head
It was
was just not there.
no. That's all right. Just take a deep
Yep.
breath. Take a deep breath. Please. I have a. Oh, I've got to send you a copy. I have of on qigong that I practice at least once a day in the mornings, and the breathing, even the blessing that's on the qigong, is just so much what we all need right now. We've got
It
yeah we've
increases your energy, enriches your blood very rapidly.
hmm
Qigong is one of the best practices in the world for gathering qi. And
yeah.
I can't say enough about it.
I will send you a copy on the email when I get off the air so that you can take a look at it. It's English and Chinese.
Oh,
Yeah, the Qigong master is Master Teresa Wu. And hopefully soon, the gentleman, Master Ed, is going to be on YouTube with classes. We talked about doing the same thing that I'm doing with the Laricus group, only having it come off uh, maybe a Friday evening or something like that, where people can just, and I've got a lot of people that are waiting for it, can just practice Qigong.
right.
It's an excellent way to just let out the negative. So we've got 8 more minutes for me to hold you hostage. What I what else I wanted to talk about was the just the fact that now that we're doing these things, even though We've got hurricanes to the left, hurricanes to the right, whatever. We are important. We are essential to what's going on now. This is more than just what's about hurricanes. This energy that's coming through at the moment is essential to our going into the next stage, shifting into the next stage of development. Even things like what went on at the center this evening with the pipes breaking, that's all a part of it. Why the breathing comes in, releasing the breath, allowing it to take form, allowing it to be where we have to go now. We have to be. We have to learn to remember to just be. And that's something that we've gotten away from.
Yes, it is.
And so, with all of the energy that's gone back and forth from the last week, we let that go. We take a deep breath, holding it for as long as we possibly can, and we let everything go. It's okay to let it go right now. It's okay to be right now. You are a being of light, Robert Ray, a most essential part. From you shines a light that can be seen beyond the galaxies. You are a portal that has access to the greatest stargates imaginable. And all you have to do is breathe, release, and let go.
I have a concern.
Ah,
I can be on this broadcast next Monday, and on Tuesday I leave to go to Bled, Slovenia.
okay.
Bled is a portal.
Mm,
And I have so much invested in this trip. I cannot afford for a hurricane to come in our path. I cannot afford for this to be blocked. We cannot afford as a nation to have a Category 5 hurricane destroy any of our state of Puerto Rico or Commonwealth. The Leeward Islands are under attack already. They will be decimated, just as Barbuda was. Barbuda is totally uninhabited at this point. There is not a living soul on that territory. The concerns are grave. The threat to life, liberty, freedom, personal property is so great. There are many poor people who have never contributed dirt to this world that are feeling punished. They need to be released from that feeling. They need to be released from the perception that they're being punished, tortured, paid back. We need to send them our heart virtues.
yes.
We need to give them the opportunity to rise above those feelings of condemnation. They're not being condemned.
Why?
Things are happening very quickly. I don't know if you're aware of the news. The Justice Department has settled a case and taken power away from the attorneys and the Congress, as they are still investigating, and a case was about ready to begin in 2 days. And our Attorney General directed people to settle the case against this Russian lawyer for $6 million and no admission of guilt. So they're beginning to attempt to sweep under the rug the wrongdoings of number 45's family. They're interfering with jurisprudence. The anger is mounting. We have to send Heart Virtues out to a nation, because as this news will be expressed tonight on news channels, it's going to make one hell of a splash.
You know, I don't know if you took a look at the events for Facebook for this week. September usually is a month of prayer.
Yes.
Okay, and so what I'm suggesting is you're bringing up the Heart Virtues.
Yep.
If you want to be on next Monday, and we can do a Heart Virtue meditation. This is one of the, you and I discussed it. This is one of the things that this Monday is about. For my own soul's sake, for my own peace of mind, I could not continue with the format that I had. This is what I'm talking about as far as bringing in and sharing of love, the energy of peace and harmony. I know how you feel about the 45th president. I understand that. People have forgotten what's his name? Nixon. They've forgotten Reagan. They've forgotten Bush and all these other individuals who, in my opinion, were probably on the same level. It is not about, it's larger than that. It's larger than that because it involves how you perceive it as much as what is actually going on. Because of the times that we're in with the portals opening, etc., and we're acknowledging the order of the Lyricus, participating in the Lyricus group meetings that we do, and bringing this information in on Monday evenings, we are, announcement of it or not, we are pushing, we are assisting the positive energy. We're assisting the higher levels of frequencies. You are all a part of the one. So if it were left up to me, but see, I didn't get the intel on that, we could do the virtues every night till the end of the year, if as far as I'm concerned. And I have gone on the air when I've been instructed to, 21 days, 7 days, each day doing a meditation on the air. Not something that I came up with, but something that was brought to me. I did not, you know, I don't watch television, Robert, but whatever you wanted, I am here. Want to do something for 1 hour a day, 30 minutes a day, every day, I got you.
Oh, you're such a sweet.
No, I'm not. Ask. It depends on who you're talking to.
I'm
But
talking to you, you're talking to me. I know who I'm talking to.
bottom line, whatever you want to do, 15 minutes, you want to do 30 minutes, 45, I don't care. You want to come on the air? the virtues every day until you leave? Tell me. I got
I
you.
I've got I've got such a busy schedule this week.
I know.
I really do. It's my last week. Um,
You need to pack.
oh, please.
Yes.
My dry cleaner is the only happy person in town today.
Okay. I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Here we're dealing with right at this moment. My guides have instructed me recently to do healing work on number 45. I have not been able to bring myself to do it. I need two things. I need forgiveness. I need I need forgiveness. Directly opposite that, I need valor, because we have got to call for social order correction here. I need understanding, and I need humility myself. So I ask that you pick those
Charity.
up,
Charity begins at
magnify,
home.
yeah, magnify them within yourself, and send them to me, please, so I can do this healing for number 45 and get it done and behind me.
I am with you, my dear. And you know how I feel about number 45. I have not stopped sending out healing for the entire event of his inauguration from that point on. Um, politics are not what this evening or any evening that available uh, that has nothing to do with it. This is more than, it's greater than politics. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Uh, the virtues are something that we all will eventually make a decision on. Either we go through with it or we do not. Breathing is extremely important as far as following the virtues are concerned, or living the virtues of what we really need to be doing. As Henry and I were discussing earlier, this particular time period, with the energies that are dancing through the streets, so to speak, it's time to not word that can be creating a reality that we don't want to deal with. At this particular point in time, we don't even want to think negatively, because the energies, between the energies that are the portals that are open, the stargates and the gates that are open, and our own personal power, we can create some real, we don't pay attention. So
Yes.
now is the time to pull out the virtues, take a look at them, and I want you to pretend that I don't know what the virtues are right now, and explain to, we've got 3 viewers, and I know that there will be more viewers on afterwards. Explain what virtues are for me, please.
Okay. Centered around love, we have one aspect, which is appreciation. I appreciate you, my friend, and the quality of life that you provide for so many. I appreciate the love that you offer me. I appreciate you for being the person that you are, one of integrity. Compassion. Compassion is self-explanatory. It's compassion for self, compassion for any other person. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is the first obligation that we owe to ourselves. Before we can forgive another human being for anything, we must forgive ourselves first. We are the creators of our own reality. Humility. We all need to exercise and increase the amount of humility that we operate within. I need to be humble. I need to be humble because in my humility I shine. understanding. I am not the center of every person's universe.
Mm.
I have no idea sometimes what's going on in another person's life, in their mind, in their heart, in their concerns, in their family, in their job. I need to pause. I need to think. I need to understand. And the final one is valor. Valor speaks to social correction, social order, issues dealing with government, circles of friends, employers, co-workers, anything that is out of order that we are aware of, we are to cleave to the understanding of valor as a compassionate aspect of love and send it to them so that they self-correct. We must help our government recover. It is way out of whack right now, and we need to help.
And in practicing the virtues,
Yes.
we help not only ourselves, but we help others as well.
That is it.
Henry,
I must, where forgiveness is essential, I must first forgive myself. I must magnify that forgiveness within me and extend it to somebody who may have offended me, who may have hurt me, who may have held me back. And in that, it's just like the Ho'oponopono principle. I forgive myself, I extend forgiveness outwardly, and the situation will shift. We have given the energetic opportunity for the wrong to be righted on both sides of a fence.
exactly. And you know that that particular theme runs through yoga, Buddhism, Kabbalism. It gives there's a lot of different interpretations, but it all comes back to the same seed.
No matter
And
how it's
so,
interpreted, they are a truth, and the
yes,
truth will be mirrored in many different ways because everybody can't learn from the same source. Everybody's not going to identify with the Wingmakers material and cleave
right,
to the writings of this particular author to accept the six heart virtues as we are beginning to understand them. And I say beginning because we never master them.
mm,
There's always more to learn from them.
always. They say in Kabbalah that you could spend your entire lifetime learning from it and still not know everything there is to know. The important thing is that if this is a part of what we feel is our calling, that we go ahead and we proceed with that. Because even if it was just me on the air alone, what goes out on the frequencies of the energies, or the energy of the frequencies, the the radio waves, in other words, the vibrations of that will filter through to the population. I don't like using the word the masses. I know that you know that the masses, that's where mass comes from, but we won't go into that. But line the frequency of the energy, even if people, oh, I'm not ready for that. You don't have to be. It's changing the frequency. It's changing the vibration of the energy. It's allowing for the shift to continue. And this is part of what we're going through right now. We're going through a major shift, not just line, like yourself and maybe myself and a few other folks we could always name. But everyone, soul is going through a shift and being given an opportunity. That includes the 45th president of making a proper or improper decision. Um, oh, before I forget, Henry is interested in getting the When Which How practice and being a part as much of what he can be a part of with the Lyricus order. So,
I don't think I have any more of those study books in stock,
okay.
but they are available for immediate download on one of James Mahu's websites. There's 5 websites.
Okay.
All the workbooks are available for download. They can either be read online or they can be printed out. And if there's, Henry can always reach out to me if he wants me to connect with my printer. I'll have some more printed up. And I'm in Boca Raton a couple days a week, or Paul's there 5 days a week. Henry can always scoot over to see Paul at work and pick up a copy if we do it that way. I just have to know what's most agreeable, what's most possible. Everybody can't print out that much material on their printers. Depends on,
Right.
on the
Yeah.
situation. But the workbooks that I have, they're
Mhm.
all, I think 5 or 6 of them in one spiral bound book.
Okay.
So I can always reach my printer and have them print them up.
Okay. Sounds good. Now, you mentioned in mentioning the 6 virtues, that is what we're going to be doing this coming Monday. If you want to, we can do it this coming Wednesday. If you have, oh, that's right, you've got a class. Whenever
Yeah.
you want. It doesn't have to be Monday since you got to leave the next day. But
Oh,
we'll
darling,
get
I'm gonna be ready by Monday.
okay.
I'm gonna be ready by Monday. I'll be packed and ready.
All
I
right.
can't do this last minute. Too
Okay.
much.
Okay. So we will definitely make sure that we are in place. If you wanted to do it any other time, just like I said, just
Okay.
let me know.
I will connect with you, try and give you as much advance notice as I possibly can. I know tomorrow night is out. I have somebody that I went to for Theta Healing. Her name is
Mm,
Karen Truhone. She's a registered nurse who practices Theta Healing. For those that are not aware what Theta Healing is about, it is a way of connecting with the subconscious mind to break down the blockages to healing and therein create a great deal of healing.
mm-hmm.
It's a valuable tool. I have participated with it myself. I found it to be helpful. It's certainly, you can have 2 cancer patients in front of you. They can have identical cancers. You can do the exact same healing treatment. Why does one heal and one doesn't? Blockages in the energetic field. So in
Mm-hmm.
my healing approach to healing, I attempt to remove blockages through the aura. I do extensive cleaning. First, cords are pulled, and then there is a constant scraping. I am working with my fingers crossing like this, and I scan the entire body this way. Then I begin raking, and then I begin rushing it out from the feet. I push it down and I push it out.
Right, right.
Always away from, never through the crown, always through the feet.
Okay, now you know that there is, and I think it's used by quite a few of the indigenous shaman and pranic, or as well, are familiar with directing the this energy that comes out through the feet into water. When I use the crystal table, you saw my crystal table.
Mhm.
I usually have a vessel of water at the end of the table so that the energy that leaves goes into the vessel. Now, my Reiki sensei
Do you put
taught,
salt in it?
I know of people that put salt in it. I don't usually put anything in it. And I have the individual dis- dispose of the water in the toilet. My Reiki sensei, when I took my lessons, would not let you walk in front of the feet when a session was going on because the energy is coming out, it's rushing out, twisting it and rushing out. So you don't walk in front of the feet because you can pick it up. That's why the water is there and the water picks up or gathers it. You can use the sea salt if you like. It's sea salt will there's negative energy fantastically.
It increases electrical conductivity.
That also. That also. We're on the same page. Roberto,
Yes, yes.
mi amor. Okay. All right. So we've got next Monday as a time period. Oh, mentioning this coming Wednesday is World Peace Day. Uh, it's a prelude to World Peace Day, which is designated by the UN. Thursday, I will probably be over at the center with you guys, unless something takes place. Um, Something else takes place. So I'll be there Thursday, but I will start a vigil. I'm supposed to start another vigil on Wednesday of prayer meditation for people who want to partake. I never turn down prayer meditation. I don't care what religion it is. My intention is always that it's all good. So, and what do you have coming up at the center for the next week, for this week?
I take it one day at a time. I know that tomorrow is Theta Healing. This is an information session. It's not a class. It's not a direct teaching. It's an information gathering session where people can understand the positive nature of Theta Healing, how it operates, what sense it makes to enjoying Theta Healing. And I know we have things going on all week. I'm not sure the following day.
Okay,
I,
not a
I'm
problem.
in the midst. I'm in the midst of my last week of healings. I work 4 days in a row on the same people. I
Mm,
become immersed in that. Tonight I had a healer to heal.
mm,
It was profound. I found swords in her shoulders and in her heart.
wow.
And Paul begins the clearing and cleaning of the negative energy for me. And when he got to the heart, he called me over. He said, I need help. I can't get this out.
Wow.
It wasn't expecting me.
You two are so uh, blessed with your contract. I have spent a good part of my life being trained to be uh, whatever it is I've been trained to be by my parents, who knew who knew what the deal was before I did. But of course, you do that with children, you when you know what they're supposed to be doing. And I have for a partner or companion that I could work with and the level that you two work with. I applaud you. I love you both so much in being able to be there. People don't know what you're doing. Oh my God. Absolutely amazing. And I'm so glad to have you as a friend.
Well, I'm glad to have you as a friend, my dear. And if you were at my side, I'd work like that with you. I work that way with my friend Michelle. I work that way with any healer. I love the opportunity. I like to work in tandem, first of all. Let me say that. I think it's very unusual for a healer to like to work in tandem with another healer. I like to work in tandem.
So do I.
And
So do
that is a
I.
particular gift. It's moving the ego to the side and saying, I don't care if the greater healing power comes from me or you or the next person. Let's
Yeah.
get the job done because people deserve health, peace, joy, and spiritual awakening.
Thank you.
And that's what's important. That's what the purpose is. I bug my guides every day. I want to be the kind of healer that could heal with one touch from my finger.
Oh gosh.
And I don't care if they ever know I laid a finger on them.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm not looking for the hurrahs. I
Oh
just believe
yes.
it's what the people deserve. And they've taken me at my word and they keep amping up my powers and amping. So I have the ability to extend healing through my gaze. I have the ability to extend healing through the power of my voice or the frequency of my voice. I've had very unusual examples of extreme release in front of me when I least expected it. And at
Wow.
times, it's really confused and confounded me. But my guides have been very generous in leading me and imbuing me with gifts. They help me step
Yeah.
up to the plate to get where I need to be so I can activate these powers from within.
All right. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Can we build a little community like that for people to just okay.
We
All
have it.
right.
We have it already. Because if they reach out to us, we will come together for them, won't we?
Okay. You and I are going to have a discussion off the air.
Okay.
In the meantime, oh, good people, thank you so much. Thank
I
you
love
so
you
much.
all. I bless you all. And I love you, Sharon. And I bless
Oh,
you.
thank you so much. I love you and I bless you. And I'm going to say the invocation of the angels in Aramaic, which was the language that they say Yeshua spoke. Yeshua meaning also known aka Jesus the Christ. Okay. Um Adonai, Mimini Mikael, Misamoli Gabriel, Umili Fanai Uriel, Ume Afarai Raphael, Baal Roshi Shekinat El. And this quite simply is thank you, Archangel Michael to the right of me, Archangel Gabriel to the left of me, Archangel Uriel before me, Archangel Raphael behind me, and above my crown, the eternal Shekinah, Shekinat El. Thank you so much for blessing any and everyone who has listened to or will listen to this program this evening. This is a program of service for whoever may glean whatever it is they need to glean, to hear whatever it is they need to hear. May you all be blessed always and forever. I love you. We are Shanti Shanti. Namaste. And
Namaste.
I'm going out with the bowls again. God bless and good night.
God bless and good night.